Nationals serving in the IOF demand an open and unimpeded access to humanitarian organizations, fact-finding missions, state representatives.
Today is a sad day for justice, accountability, international law.
Today's judgment has been fundamental to exposing the extent of UK complicity in Israel's crimes against the Palestinian people, rallying public support and working towards justice for Palestinians. Despite today's outcome, we remain steadfast in our fight for justice, dignity, and full self-determination for the Palestinian people and their right to return to their homes in Palestine.
It's important to set out here what the court did not find. It did not endorse the government's assessment that there's no serious risk of genocide. It declined to adjudicate on it. The court has not even considered the substance of key parts of Al-Haq's case, which argued that the government's decision-making was not consistent with its international law obligations. The court has said that under the UK's constitution, these are matters for Parliament and the public to hold the government to account on. Yet the government has repeatedly hidden behind the legal process to avoid Parliament scrutiny. The government now has nowhere to hide.
And what we as Human Rights Watch are calling for is that as the government have said that they will comply with international law, they should. The facts on the ground are clear. The government is not complying with its obligation and its duty to prevent genocide and its obligations under the Arms Trade Treaty.
The court judgment has been very clear that on the subject of the provision of F-35 parts, the international pool, they say it's not a matter for the courts, it's a matter for the government. They say it's not a matter for the courts, it's a matter for the democratic process. So the government now has nowhere to hide. It can't pass the buck. The government needs to take moral responsibility now and decide whether or not it wants to continue complicity in a genocide. And if it makes the wrong decision, it won't necessarily be the courts that they need to be scared of in terms of judgment. It will be the judgment of the people, the judgment of history, but most importantly, the judgment of the Palestinian people who deserve self-determination, deserve their state, and deserve to be free.